So if you've been around on this channel for a while, you know we've done a lot of Nuzlocke here, like a lot. It's the main thing that we do, and we've been doing it for several 100,000 years, for many generations. So I thought today would be nice to take a trip down a memory lane and look at some of the old Nuzlocke we've done and maybe like grade them based on how I feel that series went, based on, you know, what I remember from that series, I suppose. I'm just gonna do my Nuzlocke today because all of my series that would take way too long. It would take far too long. So we're gonna go right the way back up in the playlist, and oh my goodness. My God, this goes back far, doesn't it? Oh my goodness.
Yes!
Okay, so obviously, if you guys didn't know, I didn't start as a Pokemon channel. I didn't start doing Nuzlocke. In fact, it took me about 2 years to actually get into doing Pokemon content on this channel, or at least a year and a half, I think. So we're kind of starting off here with Dead Space. We got some Old World Blues. We got some Battlefield Bad Company 2. We got BioShock, which actually BioShock is my favorite game of all time, by the way, if you did not know. The only thing I like more than BioShock is streaming on twitch.tv/Patterrz every single day at 11 a.m. EST. Link in the description. But yes, we did a lot of playing that. I did a Skyrim playthrough that was overall with the DLCs probably about 200 episodes long. I did a BioShock playthrough. But let's get into the main meat of this. So my first ever Nuzlocke was the Pokemon Fire Red Nuzlocke, and oh my God, this is a throwback. This is a massive throwback. Are you kidding me? Look at this. Okay, let me just look at this video really quickly.
And we're back with another playthrough, and this is something a little different. It's my first playthrough I've actually made on the
2012 was when this was uploaded. 2012, October. So it took me about a year and a half to actually do my first Nuzlocke on this channel. Oh my God, this is ludicrous. I can't believe it. This series, I mean, the thumbnails were completely awful. I had absolutely no layouts. In fact, you can actually see it kind of like cuts off at the end there because I didn't have my screen region set up correctly. This was not a good series, but I will say at the very least, I did win the Nuzlocke, so that's good. And since it's got a lot of nostalgia to it, I'm gonna give it a 6.25 out of 11. And that's what we're gonna give this thing because it's not the best, but it's definitely could be better. And then we did the Emerald Randomizer, which actually, fun fact, to this day, is still the most popular video on my channel. The first episode of this is the most popular video on my channel, 644,000 views. I've never had a video, unfortunately, I've never had a video with over 1 million views. I'll get there one day. I really want to get a video with 1 million views, but I just don't know how to do it. How do I do it? Leave some suggestions in comments. How am I gonna get a video with 1 million views? I need to know, okay? But this was uploaded in January of 2013, so I did a Nuzlocke Fire Red, and I was like, okay, that was kind of cool. And then I gave it a little bit of a break, and then I came back to it later on. So this is in 2013. This is, you know, since this is my most highly viewed video, I have to boost this up a little bit. I'm gonna give this a 6.349 out of 10, actually, out of 10. That's what we're gonna rank this out of 10. So I'm gonna rank that a little bit higher than the original one, but that's fine. And then we did the Bloody Platinum Nuzlocke. The first Bloody Platinum Nuzlocke. Oh my God, this started in April of 2013. Oh my goodness. And as you can see, the layout is simply beautiful. I made this bad boy myself. That's right. I made this bad boy myself, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. Now, I did lose this, though, which is not fantastic, so I'm gonna give this series a 4.269. out of 10 for that one. Not a great one. And then we did Storm Silver, and I think this is kind of like an iconic one. I seem to remember this one like really well. I remember making this thumbnail. This is when I still made like all of my own graphics, and they were terrible because I didn't know how to use Photoshop. And look at that. Yeah, look at that. Yes, absolutely beautiful. Love it. It's perfect. It's disgusting. I absolutely hate it. But yes, this exists. It was in 2013 again. I'm gonna give this series a 5.1 out of 10 right there, because it was okay. I mean, it wasn't terrible. And I like how I called this the Fire Red Failed Elimination Lock. Like, yeah, okay, obviously gonna go into the series knowing that I lost because I put it in the freaking playlist title. Well done, Daniel. But this is the first ever elimination lock that I did. It's actually the first ever elimination lock on YouTube, if you did not know. Hit that like button if you did not know that, by the way. Click that like button. Or if you did know it, click that like button too. But yes, I uploaded this. No one else had done one before, and I think I found the locks tab on like Reddit or something like that. So I started that, and I thought it was a really cool idea. Unfortunately, I didn't succeed. But I will say that once I think I lost it. I lost against Koga, but I did redeem myself later on. And then we have the Pokemon Black 2 Nuzlocke. Pokemon Black 2 Randomizer, sorry. I remember this one too. Oh, this is such a throwback, dude. I can't believe this. Back when I used to use the old gold gradient, back when I actually got like, I think I had someone make like a decent layout. And the funny thing about this layout will become apparent later on. But look, we got Imposter, we got Slugger, Mrs. Mime, Slytherin, Dogmeat 2, because I was so creative with names back in the day. I'm gonna give this series a 6.9. That's right, a 6.9. That's a nice one right there. Let's see. Oh, and the next Nuzlocke was my first ever Pokemon Y Nuzlocke. Yes! Oh, I have so many fond memories of this. Look at this. So as you can see, this is actually the same template of the Pokemon Randomizer Black 2 Nuzlocke that I did. I just slightly changed it and edited it a little bit, and then kind of fit the screen regions for a 3DS badly. I fit those very badly. Very, very badly indeed. Almost a year after my first ever Nuzlocke, I had done a few at this point, and I was a Pokemon master, but the quality of this video is absolutely god-awful. But I will tell you, something very cool happens in this playthrough that I don't think I put in the thumbnail, actually. This playthrough lasted, what, like 53 episodes? It took me 46 to get to the champion. I was a slow player then. I was slow. I did each individual Elite Four member separately. I was a slow player back then, I was. Oh my god, okay. But of course I have Sonic, the Chessman. I remember sitting down to record this because I had my old 3DS capture card, which were absolutely awful to use, by the way. They were the worst to use. Hate those. Glad I don't have to use 3DS capture cards anymore because they are absolutely disgustingly awful. But it's a fun series. I did get a shiny Graveler in this, so I'm gonna give this series a 7.23 out of 10 right there because I have fond memories of the series. It was my first, actually, I think this like did quite well, you know, for the time. So I'm quite happy with that. And then for the Pokemon Platinum Randomizer Nuzlocke that I did just after finishing my Y Nuzlocke, we can see once again that yes, I did just reuse the template from the Black 2 Randomizer again and slightly changed it. But I mean, it doesn't look terrible. Like I added the typings there. I was expanding my horizons of graphical capabilities here. And I'm proud of myself for that one. And I did like this series too. It was about a month after Pokemon Y started. And this was a long one too. Yeah, 38 parts for this series. And again, each individual Elite Four member is a separate episode because I just really wanted to drag it out, didn't I? I just really had to drag it out. Now the norm is to do all the Elite Four members in like one episode, like 2 episodes. No, I had to drag it out. Anyone remember the Pokemon Fulligan Nuzlocke? Actually, here's a question for you. When did you find this channel? Let me know in the comment section below right now. When did you find this channel? Because we're going like on a trip down memory lane right now. This is when I started doing like proper ROM hacks. And I actually made myself a different layout. Big smart Daniel wasn't paying for layouts constantly, which actually, to be fair, is probably a better idea not to be constantly paying for layouts. Not gonna lie, because they don't run cheap, I'm gonna say. Oh, and of course, yes, the text in this game was absolutely fantastic. This was the birth of War Turtle, absolutely beautiful creature. Look at this. I mean, this was a good series. I really enjoyed this series. I thought it was a good one. You know, delving into ROM hacks for the first time, it was fun. I enjoyed it. So I'll give this one a 6.724 out of 10 right there. That's perfect. And then we have the Sacred Gold Nuzlocke, which, as you guys know, is the birthplace of Box. Let me see if I can actually... Oh, there it is. I have Box here. The birthplace of Box the Forest. Back in 2014. January of 2014. As we are going into 2020 now. Box is an old man now. A very old man indeed. And did you catch on? Did you get it? Did you see what's relevant about this? Yes. Once again, I decided to use the layout from my Pokemon Black 2 Randomizer. I reused it. I slightly changed it. I guess that was kind of like my aesthetic at the time. I don't know when I actually started paying people to make me some like actually good graphics as opposed to trash graphics all the time. But this was that. This series lasts, oh my god, this series is 55 parts long. And I do remember this one as well. I remember all of these, I suppose, but that just being the birthplace of Box gives this a special place in my heart. So I'm gonna give it an 8.23 out of 10 right there. Because it is a special place in my heart. Oh, the Emerald Elimination Lock. This was on Lumio Station. Oh my god, remember Lumio Station, dudes? Wow, what a throwback, man. Yeah, I saw this in 2014, way back in the day, and I reused my Fulligan graphics. Wait, I don't think hold on. I didn't use it, I didn't use it forever. I reused my Fulligan graphics until a certain part, and then I got a different, layout for the series, which actually, I still think this layout looks pretty decent. I kind of like the aesthetic of this layout. I don't think it looks that bad. I mean, it definitely could be updated. There's a whole lot of stroke going on there. There's a whole lot of, and it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. And those thumbnails, they weren't too bad either. So that was decent. I'd give the Emerald Elimination Log, since it was my first foray into Lumio Station, it introduced a lot of people to my channel, introduced a lot of people to my content. I'd give that a 7.00001 right there, because I rate that quite highly. And the Pokemon Glazed Nuzlocke, the original Glazed. Oh my goodness. Now this was such a long series too. It's funny, for being such a long series, I died in the 5th episode, and then it turned into a massively long series. So I lost the Nuzlocke, and then I had to go back to it a little bit later on. And I don't know when I went back to it, but oh, the blue randomizer. A lot of you guys might remember the blue randomizer as the birthplace of the lemonade. Inside joke on the channel, because when I got the Master Ball, it wasn't a Master Ball. I was given a lemonade instead, and that was absolutely terrible. I remember this series didn't do too well on my channel, but I mean, it was fun to do regardless. I did like this randomizer because it let me go back to Generation 1, which I hadn't been back to Generation 1 in years. And then we have the Blaze Black Egglock, which I will say I really liked. I think this was like a crossover series with Mo, like back when people used to do crossover series. Yes. Mo did a Volt White Egglock at the same time. Yeah, see? And we did like a crossover series. So essentially we do the same game, but it wouldn't be like a collaborative, it would be like a collaborative thing, but we wouldn't be in the same videos. We'd make our own series, but it was like a crossover. I thought that was really cool. And then we did the X and Y Wonderlock versus with Game Boy Luke. Obviously I'm not rating all of them, which by the way, I didn't even rate the Blaze Black Egglock. I'd give the Blaze Black Egglock a 5.5. And I give the blue randomizer a 4.3 because, I wasn't hugely excited about that. But this Wonderlock versus was super fun. And we actually, in this Wonderlock versus, this was the versus that me and Luke got each other on the Wonder Trade. So we traded with each other. I gave him a Mega Lucario. He gave me like an Esper or something ridiculous like that. So that was pretty cool. And just for that moment, I think it's got to have like a 7.45 or something like that. Something high, something high. I barely remember touching Pokemon Ruby Destiny. I'm gonna be honest. So I'm gonna give it like a 3.9 or something. I barely remember this series at all, as well as Victory Fire. I did not like Victory Fire. I don't think this game was very good at all, because it wasn't. It just wasn't a good game. So I'm gonna give that one like a 3.2 or something like that. And then I did a Pokemon Sweet Version Save Swappers, another unique kind of thing to do with Callum, where every episode we'd pass the save back. So Callum did episode 1, and then he passed the save to me, and I caught it, and I did episode 2, and then I passed the save back to him. Really cool concept. Very cool concept indeed. We didn't really tell each other what was happening, so it was really cool. So I'd give this one like a 7.6. That was a really good series. And then the Sleep Green Randomizer, not really known for a huge amount, but I will say I like this thumbnail. This logo and thumbnail, that stays with me. I wonder what kind of layout we had in this as well. Oh yeah, we had a very interesting layout for this. I don't know if I rate the layout too much, but the logo, I will say the logo is really cool. So I give it like a 5.3, just boosted up because of that nice little thumbnail that we had going on there. And then we did Advanced Adventure, which was actually the precursor to the Rank Lock, which I'll explain in a second. So as you can see, in the layout here, we had military ranks, which was, the precursor to the rank lock. So every time that Pokemon did something good, I would promote them, or if they did bad, I would demote them. And it was this cool little thing that we had going on there. So I appreciate that, and I appreciate that being the precursor right there. So I'll give that a 6.8 right there, 6.8. And then Advanced Adventures, which was, I believe, the last series that I did on the Lumio Station, which lasted a long time. This lasted 34 weeks worth of content, which is like 2/3 of a year, which is a bloody long time, to be honest, if you're just doing like one series. So, I mean, it was fine. It was okay. Again, it introduced a lot of people to my channel, so I'd give that maybe like a 5.9. It's all right. It's pretty decent. And then we had a Taglocks, and I always enjoy Taglocks. I really like Taglocks, and I had part 2 in this one. I don't remember much about my episode. It was 41 minutes long, so it wasn't a huge episode. Not like, you know, Luke's that was like an hour and 16 minutes episode, but I will say I'll give that like a nice 5.3. We had some good folks in there. It's pretty good. And then Omega Ruby came out. Oh my goodness. Omega Ruby came out. That was a fun series. I still have people commenting on that series to this day. In fact, I remember someone commented on that recently and told me to bring Swallow back from the dead or they would unsub in episode 6. So, sorry, mate, I can't. It's almost 6 years old, this series, so I can't. But it was a fun series. I will say I would give that I would give that a nice like 6.789, honestly. And then we did the Blaze Black 2 Egglock, which I believe, was this another crossover series I did with, no, this wasn't a crossover series, but this was fun to do. I really like this layout too. I want to see the layout, man. Let me see the layout. Yeah, this is a good layout. I like this layout. I rate this. Very nice series. Pretty kind of run-of-the-mill, kind of standard, you know, solo series, I suppose. It was a nice Egglock. You know, Egglock's always fun, so I give this like a 5.5. And then we did Storm Silver, which lasted ages. And this was the video, I believe. Hold on.
What's going on, everyone? My name's Patterrz. Wait, is this webcam on? Oh, fuck. All right, that's better.
Yeah, I did my my face reveal in this video, and there was also an episode in which, yeah, I had a few friends over and I recorded the video with them. Hold on.
We're not on the shop, right? We're talking to Steven, right?
Steven?
Give Steven a voice, right? Give Steven a voice.
Right,
What
okay.
he says.
You wouldn't happen to be Patterrz.
One's ground.
Right.
Green. Right. Send
Shift.
that one in.
Yes?
Shift. Right. Your go. Yeah. There you go.
Prepare to see amazingness.
Right.
Oh my god, dude.
Please hammer on.
This is a throwback.
Sorry. Do that.
2015.
Not very effective, just like Daniel's penis.
Okay, that's where we're gonna stop. That's where we're gonna stop that. But you know, just for those moments, just for those two like very iconic moments, I'm gonna have to give that like an 8.2. God, I have to give it an 8.2, man. I gotta do it. I feel like my mate would be mad at me if I didn't. Not that he would even know that I did that in the first place, but we have this original Snakewood Nuzlocke that I got absolutely destroyed in, but I did find a random encounter shiny, so it does boost up. I'm gonna give the Snakewood Nuzlocke a 7.1. And actually, if you made it this far in the video, let me know your favorite series from me. I would definitely be interested. I feel like we're missing a lot of the kind of collaborative stuff that I do as well, so I'm rating like most of my series that I did. I feel like I'm missing a bunch though. Resolute is a terrible game. This series gets a 1.2 because I lost in the first episode and I lost in the second episode. And then I was like, you know what? This game sucks. I don't want to play it anymore. So I didn't play anymore. And then we did Red Randomizer. Wait, was this the... Wait. Was Red Randomizer the Lemonade thing? I think the Red Randomizer was the Lemonade one, actually. I think I got it wrong. The Red Randomizer was the Lemonades. That's what I got wrong. Oh, yes, I was incorrect. All right, well, I mean, still, you know, this is a fun series because you got, like, any Pokemon that you wanted, essentially, which is good fun, but I would say that this gets, like, a 5.26 or something like that, along those lines, you know? And then we had, of course, the Egglock Versus with the Heated Mo, which was back in 2015. Oh, my God, did I win this one? I think I won this one, didn't I? Oh, my God, that intro is so loud! Oh, why is that intro so loud?
My bests.
Yes. Oh, I did win. Sick. Okay, so since I won that, I'm going to give that a 7.775 strictly because I won it, which is nice and fantastic. And then we had the original Dark Rising Nuzlocke. Oh my god. Remember this? Bro, this game was a nightmare to play, but I did succeed. I did beat Dark Rising. Everyone said it was impossible, but I freaking did it. And that started that whole, you know, shebang about that. And then we had the Outlaw Randomizer, which I really like the Outlaw Randomizer. I like any randomizers, I like any series that Crizzle makes, or any games that Crizzle makes, because he just seems to do them like in a really unique way that kind of appeals to my kind of sense of humor and stuff like that. So I'd give this series a 7.3, I would. And then we had the Platinum Elimination Lock, which was great, by the way. Another series, another versus that I won. So since I won that, I'm gonna give this series a 7.7279, which is great. Theta, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't a huge fan of Theta, and I wasn't like a big fan of the series. I really just kind of wanted to get it over with towards the end, so I'd give this like maybe like a 3.3. Not a massive fan of that. Hornway Elimination Lock, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really remember doing this series. Not very memorable series, to be fair. You know, could have been much better, obviously. And also, I have these two mixed up in the playlist, so let me go ahead and flip that back. I had the playlist mixed up, apparently. Since I had the playlist mixed up, I'm gonna give this a 2.2. And then we did the hard go. Yo, for some reason, Nexus messaged me and was like, let's do a solo run versus with Darkrai and Pelipper, and I was like, you know what you're getting into, right? And he was like, yes. Guess what happened? Obviously, I won. So that was the series. Of course I won. I had a freaking Darkrai versus a Pelipper. What was gonna happen there? Neo Y. Oh my goodness. Now this was a series. This was such a hard game, but I really enjoyed playing it too. I think a lot of people really enjoyed the series as well. Like this was a pretty popular one that people were super into, and it had a lot of very iconic creatures. It had Hapiva, it had Traitor, the Mega Heracross. It had an Alamamola that just like went to level 100 and it just would not die ever. It was great. So I give this like a 7.32 R. That's right, I put a letter in there. R. Yarg.
Yarg, Captain!
And then we have things like the Black-White 2 Egglock versus. After I won the first Egglock versus, Mo was like, let's do another. And I was like, you sure? He was like, yeah, and guess what? You know, I won that. So that gets a 7.629 out of 10 right there. Absolutely beautiful. And after completing Dark Rising 1, of course, we had to go into Dark Rising 2, which was, a fantastically broken game as well, which did actually beat me. I was not able to beat Dark Rising 2 as a Nuzlocke, unfortunately. But we did go back to it eventually. I did redeem myself eventually on that. So, the original Dark Rising 2 Nuzlocke, I lost, obviously, sad boys. I'll get that 4.3. And we did a Pokemon Alpha Sapphire Randomizer, which people seem to really dig. People are super into this, which I was happy about. It was a lot of fun, so I give this like a 6.1 R. Again, just throwing an R's there. And here's the rank lock, the Nuzlocke variant that I created. I did it on Pokemon Insurgents. Will people please stop asking me to play Pokemon Insurgents? I played it once on stream on twitch.tv/Patterrz. And I also played on YouTube. But people keep asking me to play Insurgents. I'm like, I don't want to play Insurgents anymore. But it's a great game, I will say that. And since it was the rank lock, I'm gonna have to give this series, I thought the series is really good. I put a lot of effort into this series. The rank lock had the military ranks of the Pokemon, but also the series had cutscenes that I created myself. So essentially it was little story moments from the Pokemon or from the characters that I would insert myself and have people and like dialogue happen. It was essentially like a narrative let's play that I tried to create for a Pokemon game because that never been done before. So I give this like an 8.74. I really enjoyed that. Dark Rising was destroyed. This was a really short one, but I mean, it was fine. I give it like a 5 flat. A 5 flat seems fair. The DVC Team Training Nuzlocke. This is one of my favorite Pokemon ROM hacks. I absolutely love this game. I think it is bloody brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So I'm gonna give this series like a solid, I'm gonna give it like an 8.1 R. Damn it, stop putting R in the ratings. I'm gonna give it like an 8.246. Okay, there we go, that makes more sense. And we had the Sweet Soul Link with Mo. This had a really funny ending. So, a sweet and sour finale. I had the perfect name for this. So if you don't know what happened in the finale of this, we were doing a Soul Link and I beat the champion and Mo didn't. So technically, we both won and lost at the same time. So it was sweet and sour. Oh, I'm so smart. God, that deserves a like. That, I don't even care, that deserves a like. And we did Pokemon Gaia, which I mean, people have asked me to do Pokemon Gaia. I've done Pokemon Gaia in the past. I wasn't a massive fan of it. It was fine, you know, it was okay. I'd give it like this series. By the way, I'm ranking the series, not the games. I'm not ranking the games, I'm ranking the series. But I give the series like a 4.1, I guess. Something around there, 4.1. And then we did the sequel to Outlaw, which is Pokemon Cops, which again was great. And we found ourselves a shiny, which was bloody ludicrous. In episode 2, we found ourselves a shiny, which just kind of like exists, I guess.
And then let's see what we can get from Route 101. Yeah, let's get something good from Route 101. Yes.
1 in 8,000. 1 in 8,000.
Motherfucker. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
A shiny.
It's a shiny.
How ridiculous is that? 1 in 8,000. I was on 14,000 encounters for Darkrai and still don't have it, but I have the time to go and find shiny Wurmples in random ROM hacks, apparently. Yeah, okay. And then I decided to go and redeem myself in Pokemon Bloody Platinum, which, you know, I did. Thankfully, fortunately enough, I was able to redeem myself. I think I was able to beat the game, yeah. But this game is an absolute nightmare to play. It's an absolute bloody nightmare, so... Oh, there is that. Then we had the X and Y randomizer Nuzlocke versus, the X and Y randomizer versus Royale, which at versus Royale were always a good time. So I would give this a nice 8.5, a really good series. I give the Blade Platinum an Egglock like a 7.0 because I ended up winning. And I give Cops Cops a 7.8 because I feel like it deserves that. Kurosu wasn't as good as Cops, I will say. I'd give Kurosu maybe like a 6.4. It was decent, but it wasn't fantastic at the same time. I remember like, vague parts of it. And then we did another Taglock. Taglocks are always fun. You can give Taglocks like a 6.0. We did a Sun and Moon Nuzlocke. Oh my goodness. The first ever Sun and Moon Nuzlocke. I remember recording this. I remember like sitting in university waiting to like public my videos about it. Oh my goodness. A long series, but a good series nonetheless. I give the Sun and Moon Nuzlocke like a nice 7.4 right there. Very good. Sweet Tooth, this series did not do well. People were not down with this series. I thought the thumbnails are really not. I'm not really sure to this day why people weren't like super into it, but yeah, it did not do well on the channel, so I ended up just kind of like, skirting it away under the rug there a little bit. I give that maybe like a 3.2. And then we have the series that basically saved my channel, the Pokemon Sun Randomizer Nuzlocke. People love this, and it did so well. And it's my first ever series of the Facecam. I have so many fond memories of this Nuzlocke, and it actually happened during like a really rough time in my life as well. So it basically saved my channel from going downhill, and it happened in such a rough time during my life. I have like bittersweet memories of this series, but since it did save my channel, I will say I'd give this like a 9.0. Very good series, very good series. And we did 175 shiny reactions because of course we did. And then we did a versus with Luke on Black and White, which is very cool because I won that, so that gets a 7.45. And we did the Pokemon Omega Ruby randomizer, which people seem super into as well, which is really nice to see, honestly. And that's when I kind of like started just doing Facecam in all of my series. I was just like, you know what? If you want to see Facecam, you want to see Facecam. Let's do Facecam. So now we have Facecam and everything. It wasn't that a good idea. And then we have some Duel Links. We had Dark Rising Worlds Collide. So cool. I love it when ROM hacks go above and beyond, like take things from other series. Like if there was a Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh ROM hack, I would be all over that. This one's Digimon. Really cool. I give that like a 7.0. We were able to beat it, so it's pretty nice. We did a Moon Emerald Taglock, which I mean, Taglocks generally are pretty nice. I'll give it that 6.5. And then we did a Fire Red Omega Elimination Lock, in which I actually redeemed myself. Thankfully, I managed to redeem myself. So you know what? This one gets a 7.24. And then we went back to Pokemon Glaze because originally I was not able to beat it. I don't remember. I don't know if we won this one. I don't actually remember what happened to this one. Did we end up winning this or?
Thank you guys.
No, I think we lost. Did we lose? Was it like another situation where Mo lost again? I think Mo lost again. Yeah, Mo lost again. So actually we didn't, or did I lose too? I don't think I think I won. But you know what? That was a fun series. That gets a 7.24. Infinite Fusion. Oh my god, I love this game. This is one of my favorite fan games of all time. I think this is bloody brilliant. Infinite Fusion's a great game. And you know, I give this series like a 6.999 right there. That was a good series. Eclipse, I didn't like the game. I didn't like the series. No. I guess like a 2.7 at best. And then I went and redeemed myself in Dark Rising 2. So of course, you know, you gotta give that a higher rank. So this gets, that's gotta be at least an 8.3, right? That's gotta be at least an 8.3. I think so. And we had some short Pokemon games and some one-offs. We had the first versus that I did with Supra, which was great. Had a good time with that. You know, it was nice to kind of like branch out and do something with someone new. Which, by the way, if you like this series of Supra, keep an eye out. 12th of January. Just saying. You know what? This gets like an 8.2. And then we started Ultra Sun and Moon, which I don't know why this game had to exist, but you know, it was a good game regardless. And I want you to know, I blazed through this game. I pretty much completed my entire Nuzlocke within 2 days, which means I recorded almost 40 videos in 2 days. It almost killed me. I thought I permanently damaged my throat. That was a dumb idea. And to remind myself that that was a dumb idea, I'm gonna give this series a 4.5 because while I am proud of myself for being able to put in that much work, I don't think it's a good idea to do that kind of damage to your throat. It's just not a good idea. So let's go ahead and take that down. And then we have the Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon Randomizer, which people loved. It was 67 videos long. Jesus, I extended this way too much, didn't I? But I can give that like a solid, I'd say maybe like a 6.9. We have Pokemon Fusion Generations, which was good, of course. I mean, I like that game quite a lot. So I give that like a 7.2. And then we have the Pokemon Clover Nuzlocke that we don't talk about anymore. That gets a 0.1, okay? Pokemon Clover, don't want to talk about that anymore. This almost killed my channel too. I was making like no money off this series at all. None at all. X randomized shiny lock, so much better. Let's like a massive bounce back into goodness and quality here. Obviously. Like, this series is so good. We even had Spyro in this series. Keep an eye out for another X shiny lock in the future, maybe with my friend Game Boy Luke. But this is a good series. I give this like an 8.3. Very good. Phoenix Rising Nuzlocke. Now, the thing about Phoenix Rising is I was so excited for this for the longest time for this to come out. And it just turned out like... there was so much potential in this, and I don't even know if it's being worked on anymore. I have no idea. And people weren't super into it either. Everyone was playing it at the same time, so... I'm sorry, I gotta give this like a 3.8 in terms of the series. It wasn't the best thing in the world. It could have been a lot better for sure. And then we did our next versus with Supra. Was that the last versus with Supra that we did? Have we done one since then? This was September of 2018. Wild. It's crazy that doesn't seem that was that long ago, but I guess it was. It's ridiculous. But yeah, that was a fun series too. I won that one, haha, a winky face. But I'll give that like an 8.3. And then the Subnoodle version Nuzlocke! The perfect series! 10 out of 10! 10 out of 10! Right there, the Subnoodle version Nuzlocke, such a good series. Please go and watch that series if you haven't already. Pokemon Subnoodle version was a game created by our community for... you know, my channel and for this community, and the sequel is coming. If you want to play Pokemon Subnoodle version now, you can get it by going into the Shiny Lock Discord. If you go into the description of the Shiny Lock that we did, the Ultra Sun and Moon Shiny Lock, and join the Discord, you should be able to download Subnoodle version from there if you want to play it. Such a good series. Oh my god, I cannot thank them enough. I'm so excited for Pokemon Ultra Subnoodle version. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be bloody brilliant. And then we did this Hackmon Egglock, which is such a cool idea, and I'd love to do another one like this in the future if you guys are down for this. But it was essentially an Egglock variant where you suddenly hacked Pokemon as opposed to like legal Pokemon, and I used those instead. It's really, really, really cool. And then we did another Taglock, which, you know, another Taglock, like a solid 5.0 or whatever, I don't know. And we did the Avatar Versus, which was such a fun series with Nexus. It was so good. I really loved this series. The concept of doing like an Avatar run was like really, really, really cool, and the intro was fantastic. The graphics were fantastic. I might give this like an 8.6. Did I rate Pokemon? I rated Pokemon Subnoodle, but I didn't rate the randomizer Hackmon. I give that like a 6.5. The randomizer Hackmon. That was fun. And we did Pokemon Fusion Generations 2. Really, really, really good game. Really fun to play. I give that a 7.7. And then we played Let's Go Pikachu, which was it was a pretty decent series, I'd say. I give it like a 6.2. Pretty good series. I enjoyed the series. I thought that we had some really good graphics for that series. I thought we had some really good jokes, really good japes, as the kids might say. So I give that like a nice, like, yeah, it's a 6.2, 6.5 maybe, actually. And oh, we have the PokeTuber games just chilling there. And then we did our Let's Go EV Randomizer, which was a much better series with a lot of fun, a lot of text edits. You know we do randomizers the best on this channel with the text edits, the texture edits, everything that we can edit. We make it a good time. We make it the best out of anyone. Look, we have a black Zapdos there, a beautiful purple Articuno. Such a good series. Really, really good. I'd give that like a 7.9, honestly. And then we have the Red 721 Randomizer Soul Link. That was when Mo actually came to my house at the start of January in 2019. Oh my god. I can't believe it's been almost a year since then already. It's crazy. That was a really good trip. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed doing the series. It was a live series. It was streamed, then we uploaded it. It was a lot of fun. Definitely rate that. I give that like a 7.8. And then we start our first cage lock with Christian, which is, oh my god, we love this. This was an absolute barrel of laughs, I'd say. A barrel of laughs. We're gonna do a new one at some point, I would imagine. For some reason, a Versus Royale episode is just kind of chilling in here. I really have no idea why, but okay, let's get rid of that. And then we have, this is so much fun. I won it too. So I won that, right? I won it too, so like I say, a 8.1 right there. Solid 8.1. And then Renegade Platinum. No game has given me and Luke so much stress as Renegade Platinum. there was times he told me, and this is totally fine, by the way. There was times when he told me he did not want to record the series because he just did not like the game. And that's totally fine, like, and we managed to get 30, yeah, the fact that we managed to get 29 episodes into this, and we just got to a point where it's like, okay, it's not worth it anymore. It's straight up not worth it. It's not worth like all the stress and the madness of this at all. Don't know why I have so many old playlists popping up here. We have the Heart Gold and Soul Silver randomizer cage lock. Again, like right after the original cage lock, we did the next one. This gets like an 8.2, a lot of fun. Renegade Platinum versus. I always enjoy doing things to Luke, but like the game, oh my goodness. It really dragged it down for us, and I don't want that kind of like, you know, I don't want people stressed out to record me or anything like that, or record videos and stuff like that, so, you know, I can give that like a, no, I can give it like a 4.2, I suppose, you know, it's just because the game stresses out. The Black and White versus Royale, that was a good time. I got Darkrai in this, so that gets an 8.3 for this series, very good. And then we did Infinite Fusion again, which started off like super good and people were super into it, and I realized I slowed down on the uploading. The game kind of dragged on a bit. I still really like Infinite Fusion. I still really love it. I think it's a fantastic game. But I give it like this series like a 7.2, I'd say. Still a really good game. And then we started doing a live series, like the Colosseum Randomizer. So much fun. Really enjoyed that. That gets like a 7.7. Dark Rising 3 lasted 6 episodes. People weren't super into it, and I died. So we'll probably come back to it eventually, I'd imagine. That gets like a 3.2 for now, anyway. XG, okay, I may not have won this series, but I did get a shiny, so I get like a 7.7. I do love that game as well. The Awesome Shiny Lock versus, oh my god, brilliant series, one of my best. That gets a 9.3. You guys are super into it. We did live streams, we did videos, everyone loved it. I'm so grateful that there was so much support in that series. That 9.3 solidly. Snakewood we never actually finished. That gets like a 4.2, you know? Pokemon Sword and Shield Blind. I remain convinced that this is one of the best series on my channel. I really do. I think it's one of the best series on my channel right there. Pokemon Sword and Shield Blind, since I did go into it blind, it had my first reactions to everything, and I really think you should watch it if you have not already. If you're waiting, by the way, like for Christmas to get your own copies, please go and watch that series. Such a good series. Really do rate that. That gets like a 9. I think that the Sword and Shield Blind Nuzlocke is like a 9.5 on my scale. I was really proud of how that series came out. I think it was fantastic. And that is it for now for my Nuzlocks. More coming in the future, absolutely. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure that you follow me on Twitch and Twitter and Instagram, because I post on all those places every day, and I have the best posts on those websites. So if you're not following me on Twitch and Twitter and Instagram, you're probably an idiot. You need to go and look in the description. Go and follow me on there. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what series you did find the channel on, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much to our Twitch subs and YouTube members of the day. Remember, if you are a YouTube member or a Twitch subscriber, that both gives you access to the sub Discord, and I appreciate you supporting the channel. Thank you so much, guys.